welcome to Shadowhunters Month. This is day 1. So yeah, this is the first of what will become a series of daily videos throughout all of this month, being November, as long as I get it all done and ready in time. And yeah, I mentioned, I did like an announcement video a couple of weeks ago about what this would all be about. What it would include and stuff like that. I mean, I didn't give away specifics about absolutely everything because I'd like some videos to be a surprise, but this is a month of videos, one a day, celebrating Shadowhunters, be it the books, the TV show, or both. And it's like a different kind of set of things, like reactions, countdown videos, like special kind of stuff that I've been meaning to do for a very long time. And it was going to be done to kind of celebrate 3B coming back this year, but things went down, so I thought, you know what, screw it, let's just do it now, keep the momentum and love going for like the show we all love, and just celebrate a franchise and a fandom that's very, very close to my heart, and a show and some books that are very close to my heart. And yeah, I knew what I wanted the first video to be, and the last, and then I kind of just randomised the rest of the videos throughout the month. But this felt like an appropriate first video to kick off Shadowhunters Month with, because I tend to just do reactions anyway, so it's kind of a standard video that I would do. And I always wanted to kind of do like a rewatch series for Shadowhunters. Mainly just to see how much things had changed and to have my thoughts on every single individual episode like out there on my channel. So I thought, well, best place to kind of kick off Shadowhunters Month would be to do a rewatch of the pilot for Shadowhunters, the Mortal Cup. Crazy that this aired like 2 years ago. It's mad, and it felt right that I should start with this, because, well, it started my love of Shadowhunters. This is the first Shadowhunters thing I ever kind of came across. It just so happened to pop up on my Netflix recommendations, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. Fell in love with it, absolutely adored it, loved everything about it, and got further and further into it. I was caught up on the show just in time for the season 1 finale, so I watched that live when that came out. Then in between season 1 and 2, I read all the books that were currently out, and ever since then I've been watching the show and reading the new books simultaneously. But yeah, my love of Shadowhunters kind of started from here, and a big portion of my channel growth came from me doing Shadowhunters reactions in season 2, not for the most part. So I owe a lot to it, really, because the books got me through some hard times, the show got me through some hard times, and I just wanted to celebrate that and go back, see what the show used to be compared to how much it's grown and changed now, halfway through, season 3. And I thought this would just be interesting to look back at the show as it began, and see how the characters have changed, the look of the show and everything. Because it is, the improvement in quality is undeniable as the years have gone on. But, if it hadn't been for this episode, getting me interested, I wouldn't be doing Shadowhunters Month. So, kind of crazy when you look at it like that. But I'm so excited to go back and take another look at the pilot episode. Haven't watched it for a little while. So, yeah, I'm really excited to check this out. Let's get into it. Season 1 Alec here, who can forget? Kind of gave up on that visual effect as well, didn't he? There is the goddess herself.
You can see me?
And there it all began.
Give me the professors' names and I will end them.
My favourite.
With a scathing email to the dean.
I missed the glasses, to be honest. He really suited those glasses.
How can someone as smart and perceptive as you not realize that the person sitting right there is in love with you?
Guarantee you I'm not the only smart, perceptive person to make that mistake.
No.
Oh, that became a whole mess, didn't it?
Not good.
I swear Luke's voice is deeper in season 1.
Body drain.
Me and Jocelyn we're different. It's for Clary's birthday.
You're already acting like a husband. Go be one.
I'm sure he will. It'll work out just fine with him and Jocelyn.
You okay? Yeah.
Honey,
Yeah, happy birthday.
you got a storm coming.
Go up and see. Happy birthday.
Oh, Jocelyn. We hardly knew you. I really want to buy one of those.
It's called a stele.
What is it? Like
I
a
need to buy a
paperweight?
prop.
No, it,
I love that this is a flashback within the flashback to 8 hours ago. Hey!
please, Magnus. I don't want her part of our world.
Mom, I don't want to do this.
Wandering free, wish I could be. It's crazy, like, Malik's such a huge thing, but they don't even, like, meet until, what, episode 4 or something.
I'm turning 18. It's not like I'm headed off on some epic journey.
But you are. See, we are going to Lombard. Big gig. And by big, I mean not so.
Losing circulation.
Oh, I love
here.
Simon.
Breakfast.
My sense
you
of
and
humour.
me tomorrow.
Yeah, my life couldn't be more mundane. Besides,
Ha.
I really don't know much about when she was young.
Get it.
My mother is incapable of concealing anything from me.
Meanwhile,
Demons dig lawns.
Of course I do. That's white.
Platinum. And they don't...
I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever?
see, at the time I didn't notice, like, Forever Young thing when he becomes a vampire. Really good singers, those two as well. I forgot just how obvious they were with the whole Simon's in love with Clary thing.
How can I not know who you are?
Has that line seriously ever worked for you? Even once?
You've inflicted this. Leave.
Bye, Blues Brothers. It's weird seeing Jace not go through emotional trauma. It's become the new norm for him, the poor guy. Same. I'd have run out of there a long time ago. At least Clary told Justin what was going on. She didn't, like,
has a meaning
lie.
and an explanation. And
Those effects, though. Ooh.
I won't let them find you.
Well, I guess Dot's dead and never see her again. Is it bad Jocelyn gets more screen time in this very first episode than she does for the rest of her episodes combined?
Listen to me. Oh, you listen to me. Get out of my office.
Simon effectively slapped his hand away.
She betrayed the circle. She doesn't deserve our respect.
Ew. That's me after a glass of wine. I think Chloe's had a brilliant birthday, don't you? It's me after not being fed for an hour.
I got you.
Little do they know.
Ow.
Uh,
But you have a switch that's always on.
Love you too. But this.
Hey, you know what? Give me a minute.
I do think they kind of nailed the relationship
Here's what you
between
hear me say, please.
Jason and the Lightwoods, like, right from the off.
So what? I'm miraculously healed and all of you stunning people have magical powers?
No, don't
Basically.
give me the warlock.
All the legends are true.
We're
That's the
Shadowhunters.
line.
Please help me find her.
I'm the best chance you got.
Can anybody find me? Oh, but you fucking will, love.
Dress, what are you doing undressed in an abandoned church? Clary, is
Uh.
there a meth problem we have to talk about?
Simon just...
Isabel left you these.
But you're kidding, right?
She's very comfortable with her body.
Good reason.
But you do not tattoo my neck. That's creepy.
Duly noted. I guess next time I'll just let you die. And it's not a tattoo.
Savage.
Which is what makes you so interesting. Clary Frey.
I find her a bit more interesting later on down the line.
Behind your friend.
Clary Fairchild.
Hello.
Is he dead?
Is who dead?
That guy.
What is happening?
And they're best friends right from the off, right?
Back inside.
Clary, come with me. I can get us help.
Clary, please.
Clary, come on.
Well, she's never going to be in a position to choose between those two ever again, is she?
I don't see the mortal cop.
Blimey.
Thirst.
And that is the pilot episode of Shadowhunters. As far as like pilots go, I actually think it's pretty solid. I mean, it's far from the best the show has to offer, obviously, but they need to introduce loads of different story elements, which I think they actually did fairly well. And yet, there is a lot of, there's a bit of cheese in there, a few cheesy moments and lines, and it is exposition central. They haven't really got the concept of, giving exposition, but being subtle about it. It is very boom. It's not too bad, but it is very, very obvious. There was so many terms kind of thrown at me in this first one. It did take a couple of episodes to kind of get an idea of what was probably going on. So obviously going back and watching it now I know like the plot and where it goes and what a Shadowhunter and a Downworlder is and all that. It's a lot easier to follow, but obviously for a first time viewer I can imagine that is a lot to take in. And a lot you probably wouldn't understand even by the end of the episode. It's fine that it unfolds over a few episodes, but it is quite whoa when you kind of see how much they introduce. And we got a decent look at all of the main characters, which I really liked. So it's crazy to see like Malik being like the most popular thing about the show, and they don't even meet in this first one or until episode 4ish, I think, properly. And Magnus is in like 2 scenes in this episode, and they really did kind of use his cat eye thing a lot, which they kind of don't really do anymore. And you can tell they were still really finding their feet. Special effects and all that, not as good as they are nowadays. But I think the performances are great overall. I do think the whole like Jason his bond with the Lightwoods and stuff, I feel like you get a sense of that trio really, really well. Even if I think Alec in particular wasn't given much to do in this first one. But I really like Simon and Clary's kind of bond from the off. They really hammer it home that Simon's in love with Clary at the start, but luckily they kind of make that a bit less prominent. And I do love the whole like ending with Simon seeing the dead guy just appear in front of him and all that. And it was nice going back and seeing Jace, very arrogant but charismatic at the same time. And this is kind of before he's been shoved through all the trauma that he's gone through over the course of the show with thinking Claire was his sister and all that nonsense. So it's weird seeing like that kind of Jace and seeing how far all these characters have come since then. Simon's undead now, still in the closet Alec, and yet he's still sassy as fuck. So not much changes really. And I think the fighting and all that's okay. Some of the monsters looked good, some of them were like, oh. For me, right from the off, one thing I really did notice, I didn't realise watching this how horrendous the Seraph blades look. All the weapons, they look like plastic toys. That was a big problem throughout season 1. And now when you see them like season 2 and 3, how good they look. and like the effects and all that, obviously because they've got like a bigger budget and stuff, but having seen those, how they changed the weapons later on, and like the runes and everything, going back to season 1 and seeing those weapons now, oh god, they're just not good, are they? They look like a cheap lightsaber toy you could pick up at like Poundland or something. So that definitely hasn't aged well in the past 2 years, considering how much the quality and standard of the show has improved. But overall I thought it's a very, very strong pilot. They introduced kind of everything they need to, I think, right from the off, which I really liked. Jocelyn got a lot more screen time than I remembered, but I did mention, like, all her screen time combined for the rest of the show is probably not as long as her screen time in this one episode, which is kind of sad, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Who could have known where the storyline was going to go? And, you know, this was enough to get me to watch the rest of the season and read the books and fall in love with everything Shadowhunters. So I feel like you can't deny that the pilot kind of set out what it needed to do. It achieved it, whether you agree with their decisions or not, and how they changed up the story and stuff. You know, it's a completely different matter. I'm happy to see the show and the books as kind of two different things, so it doesn't really bother me. But having seen the show first and then read the books, I think if it had been the other way around, I would have been bothered by some of the things the show's done. But I became a book fan after I was a fan of the show, so who knows how it could have turned out if it had been the other way around. But I think this is very, you know, a pretty solid pilot episode. And it's just nice going back and looking back at Pride, you know, with pride at how far they've come since then, just how incredible the show is now and looks now. I mean, season 3, I think they absolutely been killing it so far in terms of like quality of the episodes and stuff. You know, there are a few kind of average episodes throughout season 1, a few duds, but things just get better and better for the Shadowhunters. And yeah, really solid kind of premiere episode, and it's just nice looking back at it now and seeing how far they've come. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, and that is it for day 1 of Shadowhunters month. I just thought that'd be something pretty fun to go back and rewatch as a huge fan of the show, and crazy how much has changed in 2 years. But I owe my love to Shadowhunters to that episode, so yeah, madness. Kind of changed my life watching that 38-minute episode with those really shit Seraph plates. But there we are. That was a lot of fun to get back to, and I hope you enjoyed this, not even a reaction, a rewatch. But yeah, that's it for day 1 of Shadowhunters month, and I'll see you tomorrow for another new video. Thanks for watching.